So what if I told you that there was a way in game to be able to actually use your grimoire for absolute free? Like, this thing costs a crazy 7.5 mil an hour right now to keep running during PVM, which cuts into your PVM profits a hell of a lot. Like 7.5 mil is a lot of GP to be running just on the actual pocket slot. Anything else that you add into the supplies and costs of PVM as well, and you're looking probably near like 10 mil an hour in just some situations and even more in others. So in this video, I'm going to show you a not so ideal way, but a way all the same to be able to use your grimoire for absolute free. And I'm not talking about just, hey, go and do solak, it's free in solak, which we know, but actually the reason that you can do this and take advantage of using the way that I'm going to show you is because of how it works in solak. The way the grimoire works in solak is completely free to use, but you have to have a certain amount of charge to be able to use your grimoire for free at solak as well. You need to have at least over 10 game ticks, which, for making it a little bit more simple for this video, 10 game ticks is 6 seconds. So the reason you can use grimoire for free is in solak, the way that it is designed is the grimoire will not lose any charge until after 6 seconds of use. It will not drain until you've used 6 seconds. And then while in the solak instance, you will continuously be refunded 6 seconds of grimoire time every 6 seconds. So you still lose 6 seconds, but the solak instance refunds 6 seconds back onto your grim. It doesn't just stop draining, you just get the time refunded. But this also means that because the grimoire doesn't actually lose any charge for 6 seconds, you can re-toggle this every 5 seconds or less and never lose any charge at all on your grimoire. So to do this, all you need to do is have your pocket slot set up on a keybind. You can do this by dragging the actual pocket slot icon, not just the grimoire. I mean, it works the grim, but do it this way instead. Grab the icon and place that onto whichever keybind you're going to want to use. Now, this is going to have to be a keybind that you can press quite easily and comfortably because you're going to be pressing it a lot. Now, like I said earlier, this isn't the most ideal way to do this, but I mean, it's not ideal to have to pay for the grim anyway. So if you can add this to something like a rotation, and it's quite a lot easier with Necromancy now, seeing as the inputs that you do is a lot less, you can take advantage of a free grimoire just by double clicking this keybind every 5 seconds or less. Now you want to do it for 5 seconds because once it reaches 6, then you lose that time and you do lose the duration. But if you can do this every 4 or 5 seconds or every 2 abilities, for example, then you will be able to use your grimoire for absolute free. And as long as you double tap this, the grim buff will stay active because the effect reapplies immediately. So you can take advantage of this for as often as you want, and you can use your grimoire for absolutely free. Now, don't get me wrong, this is probably something that isn't actually ideal for the game, and Jagex may likely fix this now that the video has been out there. I brought this up to them a few months ago, nothing changed, so here it is now. I was going to make this sooner, I didn't because apparently it was going to get fixed. Nothing has happened, and so I'm going to tell you guys now, and maybe it will get fixed at some point. But this is actually public knowledge on the RuneScape wiki, so I'm not like sharing this and it's like something that people don't know about. I have no doubt in my mind that many people are probably already taking advantage of this, and so I figured I would share the information with you guys, my viewers, as well. Why the hell not? If you want to do this, if this is something that you can add to your rotations or something you can take advantage of, then go ahead and do so. And also, by the way, this is something that even if you don't do it consistently, you're still going to save time. For example, if you aren't actually toggling this every 5 seconds perfectly and you are letting it tick over, even if you just double click this every now and again, you're actually going to save yourself a few seconds here and there. Now, I know this isn't like that much, but if you do this all the time for weeks on end and you just double click it like a few times in a fight, eventually that time's going to add up. You save yourself an extra couple of pages. Why not? You might as well do this, chuck the keybind on, and when you remember, I'll just double click my keybind for my grimoire and I've just saved myself 6 seconds. So you might as well take advantage of it if you can. As of right now, the grimoire isn't as necessary or needed or as quite important as it used to be because of the fact that most people are using Necromancy, but it is still really good as Death Skulls actually crits on every single hit if the first hit crits, and then it won't crit on anything if the first hit doesn't crit. So using grimoire can be super useful, and if you can use it for free, then why the hell not? But anyway, hopefully you found this video interesting and useful. There's not really anything else for me to add to this. I'm not going to drag it out to 8 minutes long. So there you go. You can use your grimoire for absolutely free. This may get fixed in the near future, but if it does, it's probably not a bad thing. It could probably do with being fixed, in all honesty. So if you've someone who's been taking advantage of this for a long time and it gets fixed, my apologies, but at the same time, they would have to then rework how it works with solak, or they would have to add something along the lines of the buff doesn't apply for like a second or two when you toggle it, and that way it wouldn't be worth toggling, because when you toggle it off and back on again, there'd be like 2 seconds where you don't actually have the buff until it's been running for 2 seconds. Could be an easy fix, I don't know, but anyway, let's see what they do, let's see what happens. But until then, enjoy your free Grim. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, sub to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.